Okay, so I wanted to do this video, and unfortunately I had to re-record it because it kept giving me some weird glitchy sound. Ironically, I'm using glitch, but this was something with the metronome that was giving me trouble. So a lot of my tracks, in fact, in the last 2 years, I would say, I began to introduce more subtle textural, glitchy type of stuff, right? And part of the reason why is because I can make some tracks from basic stuff, but it gets to be a little bland and it can sound pretty much like any other track and never have any character or anything different about it. So one way to do that is to introduce some type of textural background. A lot of lo-fi music will use things like recordings outside of an park or next to a creek or rain or various sounds that they'll put real subtle in the back that kind of give you some ear candy and some variation in the song, even though the song might be 3 to 4 chords, a real mellow drum riff, and a simple bass line, the whole song. And yet in the background, there's this texture that's going on that makes your track sound unique. So that's what I'm talking about. How do you get that texture or that uniqueness in your track? So one way to do it is using effects and also other tools like Cataract from Glitch Machine. So here's Cataract. I've loaded 4 samples in. I click on the randomize and I randomize using these variations. You can adjust the percentage. The samples can be randomized. You can randomize everything. Or as I would do it is, I usually don't randomize sample and all. I just randomize the controls, the effects, the mods, and things like that, which will give you variations. There's 2 scanners here, scanner A and B. Each have various samples in there, and it will scan through and pick random samples. And then I'll add little bits and pieces and keep clicking until I find some textural sound that appeases my ear. So here's what I did and came up with. By the way, you can add or not add some type of reverb, delay, or in this case, I use Supermassive and a preset that I have. Supermassive is free, by the way, in case you want to know. So that's Cataract by Glitch Machines. Here's what I came up with the glitch. So I made 2 sections. This first section is 16 bars of it. My BPM is set at 68, but you can set your BPM at whatever you want it to be. And you can see it's just randomly glitching through those 4 samples that you saw. So then I made a second portion and I'll play that for you. It's going to sound different. So having 2 different variations gives me a chance to have switch ups so it doesn't sound so repetitive. And people pay to get these type of glitchy loops. They'll pay somebody who creates a sample pack with all these loops in it, and this is how they'll make it, something simple like this. This isn't the same as percussion. Percussion is different. We're talking about just taking some samples and making some glitchy loops that ride in the background real subtle for you to hear. That was me click tabbing off of this. All right. So that's one way to do it. Another way is to put a sample in, and then I'll reverse the sample in this case. You can even go in and really get intricate. I gotta get me a keyboard that's not on my MacBook since I use the microphone, and grab bits and pieces of here, okay, and move them around. So let's make another track. Hold on. Audio. Actually, you know what? Let's do this. Oops. Well, is it gonna bring back my sample? Probably not. Let's go find that sample. Oh, there it is. It brought it back. Good. Okay. So back to here. So I'll duplicate the track, and we'll remove parts, and then add parts. So let's say I like this little part, put it there. I want this part to go here. I'm just going to pick something random, stack it over it. Doesn't really matter. Grab this, throw it here. So you could literally build your own little glitchy texture or whatever you're going to use in the back by just moving bits and pieces of audio. And then what we're going to do is collect this and put it together. So I'm going to get different over here. You can reverse pieces. You can also do this with a program on iOS called LoopMix. If you've ever used LoopMix, then you know what I'm talking about. So you could take and move around parts and come up with ideas. I'll show this someday on LoopMix, but for right now, just take the concept and the idea and apply it to whatever you're doing. Boom. Let's do it here. Okay. So you could do this all the way out. You could take sections if you want. Just swap them. And just put something there. Pick a section here. Take this section. Doesn't really matter. I'm just grabbing pieces and sections. Throwing them around here. At random. Even stacking over each other. It's fun too. Like that. Grab this. A little bit here. Throw it there. Maybe that there. Okay. So now we'll delete this bottom track. And then we'll highlight this one. And then I'll show you what we can do to add to it. I'm going to go Command J. What that does is consolidate it together. In Logic, I think you use join. Same thing. Okay. I should have actually joined all of this. I didn't realize it wasn't at the beginning. So we'll do it again. Okay, so now here's this new glitchy idea. Not that one, this one. And we can turn it down. Okay, sorry. I wanted you to hear. So this is what it sounds like with nothing on it. Now I'm going to show you some more glitch machines. This one called Fracture XT. And we're going to add it. Hit the random button a few times. Hit the random on the buffer. So now I just took this sample and totally put it in a different place. Let's use another plugin called, no, you know what? Let's use, this was from Amberdent, I think is what they're called. They make sketch cassette, and it's one they have called Digitalis, and it's pretty fun. So we can use some of their tools in here. Video game sounding. Data broth. Make some presets for this. I can't even hear it. Let's see if we turn it up a little. Definitely not. I'm gonna turn it down again. So you have plugins like Fracture XT, or you could go a different direction. Let's try it. We'll get rid of Fracture XT and we'll use Dawson's Love. Love creates and turns anything in to a nice ambient vibe. So we use this cinematic flavor plugin preset. And what's cool in what's cool in Love is you can take the mix out of it or add more of it. The more you add, it's like a wet dry. It gets rid of the dry portion, right? Turn the wet gain up. And now you have this very cinematic kind of shimmery vibe across the back. If you want to just randomize it, just use the dice. Ooh, I like that. So you see how quickly, and you can do this with any wave. You can get a bunch of vocal samples, pick parts of it, consolidate them, and then create this. So if you don't want to buy Glitch Machine stuff, you can literally do it right in the DAW. Or if you have Loop Mix, you can just do it in Loop Mix and then add the effect over it. And you can use different effects. This is just what I have. So just take the principle from what I'm showing you and apply it in with the tools you have. And now when I say you can put this with any style of music, I'm going to just put together a track over this so that you can kind of get a example of what I mean. So I'm going to throw a piano in. We'll use some scalar chords. And I'm just going to pick some random, let's just do R&B. That's fine. You got to locate the chords that you like. We'll let that glitch play in the back while we mess with it. right, so let's do something. We'll turn a click on. Okay, cool. That's 4 bars. That's plenty. I'm going to get rid of this little tail here that's still in there. We'll consolidate it. And then we'll just duplicate it. This is just for showing your purposes. Okay. Now let's build some drums. Why not? Oh, sorry about that. 1 second. I hit my headphones off my head. That happens. So let's grab some drums. I have a tendency to go towards the same, to migrate to the same drums. But let's go to the Coop kit. We'll use some of these drums because they're already flavored. Or not. If it doesn't inspire me, I won't use it. Let's go. What other drums do I have in here that I would like to use? Let's use the SP Vids drum. I haven't used these in a minute, I think. Okay. Oh, these drums is hitting. At least in my ear. I like that one. All right, so we're just gonna load a kick in. Let's get a snare real quick. That'll be fine. I'm gonna put a filter on it just because. All right, let's do the snare real quick. That's enough. Just to get the idea going. Command J, consolidate, duplicate it across. All right, let's do the kick. That's good. Same principle. Command J, consolidate it. We'll just duplicate it across. What I'm going to do is link these together, join them up, that means. That way, if I want to adjust it, I can adjust them all at the same time. All right, let's get a hat, throw that in, and don't really like these hats. We'll take it though, and we'll make it work. All right, so first thing I'm going to do is one-shot it, drop it down on the gain. I like a soft hat. Filter it a little bit. Maybe turn the gain up a little bit. All right, that's fine. And we're going to, instead of me playing these in, I'm just going to use, find the hat I like, which is this one. Pick it. And we're just going to put a pattern together. There, we'll have the frequency hit there. Bring this down quite a bit. Okay, give me some density. Change the pattern up a little bit. Add some steps to it. Maybe not that many. Okay, let's fix this because I hear something. Feels like it's off. Oops. Undo what I did there. That's weird. All right. Am I on the right one? Oh, it's still doing this. Let's get off of that for some reason. Shouldn't be. For some reason it did like a what do they call it? All I want is a basic snare. Adjust it. And then I'm going to do this. Watch. Collect these two. Have them deviate a little bit. And we're just going to duplicate them out. All the way. Done. Alright. I'm going to work on the kicks because I didn't play it well. Select all. Command U. Just quantize them for right now. Adding in some ghost kicks here or there. All right, so I don't like everything from 16. Man, J, duplicate it, done. To give them a little life, I usually like a little drum enhancer. There you go. Now you add your bass. Find out what key you're in real quick. There you go. So now you know what scale you're in. This is a Phrygian, I guess. You could always change your bass, do something different. Put some. Like it might be too much bass fattener, so I might turn it off. See what I mean? A little texture. And that was me just using a wave, chopping it up, bits and pieces, putting it together, and then throwing some heavy duty love across the track. And so love is made up of these pieces here, along with a little kind of like what do you call it, granulizer type thing. But you can get love sometimes. It's only 50 brand new, but you could sometimes get it on sale. I think they have a sale right now actually for 60 off. So you probably could get it for like $25, $30. But I don't know how long the sale is going to last. Check it out. Love is a really cool app that you can use to put these effects over. Having all those effects built into one, it's kind of nice. And this dry wet knob to be able to blend how much you want of it in the mix. It's pretty cool. And that's all you need. So this is about the texture, the ear candy. If you don't use that one and you do decide to get glitch machines, check this out. Let's do the second part of it. Now, glitch machines, way less work. Just drop samples in, press a few buttons till you find something you like, and you're done. With this version of the method, that is taking a sample and chopping it into pieces and whatever, it's not hard, but it does take more work. But you can see that wasn't that bad. So whatever you use, whether you use Loop Mix, or any of those tools, the key is just make yourself some ear candy that slightly lives in the track and that keeps it from being so stale. Because without it, it just sounds like this. And that's okay. With it, kind of fills in the gaps. And there's no bass on here either. Get my drift? All right, I'm out.